understand fear as I have.
And just as like that, I have returned. Ah man, did a really good job with the timing on that. Could not have timed it better. Okay, let me just...
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation.
Hang on.
This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also...
I'm gonna restart this. I think I hit the wrong button. Drat. That's embarrassing. Oh well. There we go. There we go. That was a goof. That was my goof. So I just had some dinner. Speaking to this. So we're in World War II. We have killed... I don't know why I want to call him Anatoly. I killed the first French protagonist. Let's flip out the course. Okay. Okay. Alright, I remember where we're at now. This is the battle against the giant thing. It killed the priest when I was here in Lost Part. Hey, maybe this journalist will have better luck against this horrible abomination, against all that is good and holy. Or, you know, maybe he will get wiped out. Man, that priest, he did not last long. Okay, we have to get that. So anyway, I started blasting. Alright, you think it's a first escape?
Are you trying to fight me or entertain me, little one?
Is it wrong to say that I wouldn't mind hearing that voice in my ear? Don't judge. Alright, I need to use a recover. I'm gonna use a 3-dot variance because I need to. I don't think. Oh, we have time for the full one. I'm gonna risk the 5. Cool. Okay, I can't get too close to it because it will there's gonna be a moment where it's vulnerable. Okay. Let's see his attack pattern. So if I get close, he starts using this, which is his spam, so I can't actually do anything to him. I know, I need to... Enter Bork and Magomore. Okay. Okay, let's cast this one at max level. So I'm clearly doing something wrong. Alright, well. Peter's vanished. Alright, I just had a quick look and it says my initial thought of the magic runes was the correct answer. I just need to do that faster. Let me just for the sake of prepping everything. Cool. All right. Okay, so we have the fight again, but what could it mean this time? So I'm curious how these make it to us in the current day.
Are you trying to fight me or entertain me, little one?
Yes. Okay, that's just cheating, man. Okay. Okay, so you need to wait for it to be vulnerable. Just keep the distance. Got hit by that. I'm pretty sure I need to wait for it when it's gathering energy. It can't just be that. Oh, sorry, I hadn't. Sorry, I hadn't got chat up. So thanks. Yeah, like I'm struggling. I got the first. I figured out the first part. Just attack. Attack when it's like gathering its soul. But I can't figure out what's that means in this context. Three-point recovery, just getting me out of that danger. So I'm vaguely, let's see, what do I have? Magical attack, red, and I know red damages green. What other magic do I have? Summon Trapper, dispel magic, damage field. Myself some of that. Oh, come on! That's dirty. It's doing the thing. Also doesn't help that I have a let's see. I recognize some of his patterns. Damage field, spell magic, which is corrected between the. Alright. Nethek and Red Grimor. Yeah, sure, if you're happy to give that to me. Meanwhile I'll just do a spell. Magic attack. Some zombie. Damage trapper. Magic will chain every enemy in the room has no range limit. Okay, so I can do that anywhere. So I don't have to actually be as close. Although. Because when I started, I worried that I was actually, how far away can we go? Ow. Okay, summoning again. Oh, the boss has a recovery mode? Well, that was not what I wanted to hear. That's my cue. Okay. Do I attack it with the magic attack when it's in recovery mode? Okay. Killing the zombies actually keeps it out of recovery mode. So summons. Alright, let's look. Alright. Recovery mode enters. Doesn't last long. Let's try. I have it all. I have saved in the hotkey, but I may have actually have too powerful a version. Okay, so I need to not cast the levels. It feels weird going like level 8 or whatever version 1, 2, the level 7 version, because we go from 3 to 5 to 7. Let me bring it down to 5. So I need Arto Borken to Regamore. Arto Borken Regamore. One, two, three. Ah. I blew my chances to use the recovery. Anyways, thanks for spelling out the the recovery metric, because that's definitely going to make this a lot easier. Yeah, alright, I think I have enough for one 5 rune spell. Okay, that didn't work. if it triggers after the third zombie sees me, then I need to start casting right before it sees me. There we go. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you for the help. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, now that I know that it triggers after the third zombie sees me, I just need to be casting before, right before the third zombie sees me. Oh. Is this stage? Another stage. Oh god, I am right in front of it. Give me a break, bro. Okay, next boss. Okay, so my walking speed... No, my walking speed is not enough to stay out of it. So you can hit the quick one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. Okay. Whew. Thank you gave me far too much trouble. Thanks for telling me about the timings for that first one, because otherwise I would have been stuck here forever. Look, he's probably about to meet his maker or escape with his life, so I'm just gonna increase his sanity just in case. Yeah, that's true. Like, I figured I might have been able to pull that off, but like, And I said, I'll just play it safe. An effect pulls away fills the course of its hand. Oh, 69 years later.
And that was how I came by it. I know it sounds crazy, but there you have it. The only proof I have is that statue.
It's a strange one. I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is. And you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed a long time ago while I was a young man.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I am sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness. I keep thinking about it.
as if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
Interesting. Well, I don't know if you say the ending or not. It sounds like he had a rough time of it, but hey, yeah, had an encounter and you lasted 69 years. Do you know how many people in this game run into these things and then just one penny taped to the back of the chapter page? Oh. I will save it. I will keep the sanity as it is. Second some of these sanity effects. Okay.
I can't get the blood out.
We have the basement key. Mr. Rose. Family. Oh. The secret tunnel goes from a pub inn to a nearby church. That's creepy. I wish Australia had stuff like that, but no, Australia doesn't have stuff like that. We are. We don't have like us. I don't even know if any of the colonial. Oh, I am definitely taking this. I don't even know if we have any colonial era stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing about Britain and Europe is you can find a lot of buildings that stretch back a ludicrous time. All right. Oh, okay. Whew, 1600s. Damn. Older than Australia. Older than Australia. Older than America, New Zealand. Okay, there is a safe here. Alright, I need a stethoscope. They filled this in. What is this? Oh, is this gonna lead down into the this thing? I'm curious. Oh! Okay. Alright, we just got mogged by those things. I'm just gonna look at what is the oldest building in Australia. So the oldest remaining residential building in Australia is 1793. Although there was some European structure from 1629. Yeah, I'm gonna up my sanity a little bit. I do hate that sort of sanity effects have the tilting camera or the blurry camera. That's at this point that's just overused. Everything does it. Not particularly original anymore. Page from the journal. So to love all, yet now love causes me pain and suffering. Yeah. And to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I most fear. All that will all to me now, never are my worst enemies. Yeah. Yeah, we had the gold rush. Like obviously we started off with the penal colony since the Americas were sort of rebelling. So they couldn't send their convicts that way. So they sent them our way. Alright, let's see what Pyrus is up to.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Zelatoth. Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful.
Mercy has no place in this world.
It is only a place for me.
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Pray to me that they don't.
Pray to me anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we dig up a lot. Like, we have a lot of resources that we dig. That's like pretty much our primary export at this point. But we don't have a lot of refineries for them, and I think most of that is just because international corporations, invest heavily into the mining, and they also own the refineries, but they choose to refine it in China or across East Asia, Southeast Asia, etc., because it's cheaper to refine there, and then they sell it back to us. It's frustrating, especially since our mining boon was so 1952, huh? Yeah, I keep that uranium far away from me. Oh no,
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zelatoth into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulioth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor, Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's
Oh, you
sordid,
poor
bizarre
fool.
past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
Alright. Liquid courage. I quite like that. Journal of Family History. Yeah, let's see what we got. Early history of Rover's family, before settlers in the land. Yes, what's in between it? Minute hand of a clock. This whole family weirdos.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end.
Okay. You gonna elaborate this, buddy?
Set the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
Well, at least it's a very to the point. Another spell. Hey, Napo! We're just doing spooky, scary games. Okay, so we got 1 hour. We got the minute hand. We need to find the hour hand. I think you can do for him. Take a layer of grime. Just thinking, like, how many servants would you need to, I wonder what the significance of 333 is, because that keeps coming up in this game. Yeah, trying to think. I've owned 3 watches in my life. I'll clarify that. I've used 3 watches in my life. I've owned a few more, but like half of them were analog, and I like the analog. The digital is yeah. But analog, like driving manual, is going to lost start. I'm not sure how 24-hour time is, because I like my work pretty much uses 24-hour time, and I can obviously because of that very easily translate it in my head. Yeah, it's like it's got its appeal. You know, the whole AM and AM is cool and all that. So I'm not saying 1,500 hours is never gets old. 1,500 hours being when I knock off work. It's a bit, yeah, like the metric system. For the life of me, I cannot actually wrap my head around Imperial. It's just... And it's probably because growing up in Australia, I only went to the US when I was 12, came back when I was 15. Just could not wrap my head around what it means. Like, just... Because metric's good. It's like, it's a 10-base system. Yeah. You just, when you go up, you add an extra 0 to, and that tells you how much one unit goes into the other. But one of my Canadian friends, she had a good saying, which I have forgotten I've forgotten the Imperial side of it. But it's basically like, in America, it's like, Yeah. So I was like, oh, you know, it's easy to remember because, yeah. Yeah, oh, that's what down one of the Mars rovers is because NASA works in Imperial because they work with so many other international agencies. It's simple, but they outsource the part to a I want to say Texas because it's easy to pick on Texas, but an American contractor, and it was the what do you call it? The thing that tells you the altitude. So they had put that in Imperial. So, but the thrusters to slow the rocket down so it didn't crash was set to metric. So it just, woo, it collided with the planet at a ludicrous speed. Let me look up. All right. I got. This is the saying. This is the saying. All right. To convert from miles to feet, remember 5 tomatoes. It sounds like 5280, the amount of feet in a mile. And yeah, to convert from kilometers to meters, remember 1000 because it wasn't invented by a drunken lobster. I love that. I love it. It sums it up so well. It's like, but also it's just like feet's such a weird thing to call I've stopped. I'm getting so worked up about the Imperial versus metric. I've stopped the game just to bitch and moan, but I will not be silenced. I will speak my truth. I will speak my truth. Why is it what does it mean? Like, why feet? Why feet? What? Feet is such. It's not a unit of measurement. Feet. No 2 feet are the exact same size. They're always different. It's not. Why feet? It's like, and how does feet fit into a mile? And where do inches come into this? Well, why does it? It's like what? 12 inches to a foot, but 5 feet to a mile, or what? Yeah. Or 5,280 feet to miles, or what? I don't get it. It's just, who came? It was a drunken lobster. It was a drunken lobster who came up with this bloody system, and it's just, yeah. I need to look into what imperial measurements are. So 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 mile is 1,760 yards. Why? What? So 12 into 3 into 1,000. That's not it. There's no relation to those numbers. It's just, what? Someone was measuring inches and they get to 12. They're like, fuck, I can't. I don't want to keep going higher. It's 12 inches 1 foot. Yeah, approximately 1.5. Yeah, and another interesting thing, because obviously being Australian, like the British, we put U in a lot of our letters, so like color, flavor, whatnot. But something to point out, technically speaking, adding the U in came after the American Revolution. So it's not that Americans went and did something different. It's just that they took what was they had when the Revolution happened, and they never evolved. They was like, okay, Fahrenheit is the way, Imperial is the way. We will ride or die. We will die on this hill. And the rest of the world is like, yeah, this unit measurement's stupid. Let's make a new one. It's like, okay, let's base 10. Base 10. Fuck, this is world history and geography. Who invented Fahrenheit? And of course, I know I'm in Australia because it says who invented fairy bread. Okay, so the inventor of Fahrenheit is Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Of course, he gets to name it after himself or named after him. He was a Polish-born German physicist. He introduced the scale in 1724. So he was born in Poland, but spent most of his life in the Dutch Republic. Yeah, or on the flip side, like say with the Spanish flu, assign credit for something they invented. Yeah, because like the Spanish flu was it started in I want to pick on Texas. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's not Texas. So the origin point of the Spanish flu was Kansas. So Kansas was the quote unquote Spanish flu happened, but then the Americans, because of nationalism, like no, it's not our thing. It's a Spanish flu. Yeah, but yeah, they steal things, but they don't steal good things either. Like a crazy thing when living there for 3 years. They don't. I'm sorry if I'm hitting a bit too close to home for you, Napo. Meat pies, one of the greatest inventions of the British. And Australia has it, so like we will take credit for it. We didn't invent it. We're horrible thieves, but hey, you know, we're part of the British Empire. We got to get some credit for that. Americans, they don't have meat pies. Sausage rolls as well. They don't have sausage rolls. Okay, that's good. And you, yeah. Don't see your regions. I'm trying to think of other things because I lived there for 2001 to 2004. So yeah, I got to be there for 9/11, which was a very fucking interesting time. Point to live through. That's true. Australia invented Wi-Fi. I will never stop harping on that. If anyone starts, dissing my country, dissing what we created, we invented Wi-Fi, and we were fucking idiots, and we let the world get it for a lot cheaper than it should have been. So like, if you ever use Wi-Fi, you're welcome. Yep, Australia invented Wi-Fi. It is perhaps our greatest invention to the world. Wi-Fi inventor. Yeah, and it was part of from the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization. It's bloody great. It we cracked the code. We got it working. Did not sell it as much as we should, and despite the fact that again, CSIRO, we revolutionized the internet with that. Got its funding cut because they're like, oh well, we can't profit off this. Like, you motherfuckers, we invented Wi-Fi. We could, the world should be bowing down to us, thankful, or they should be nuking us for unleashing the internet, more of the internet on people, one or the other. Yeah, we can't move inland. I'm having so much fun ranting, but this is meant to be a horror stream, and I like that bed. Alright. Instead of there, let's mess the windows. Alright, here we go. Here's the other book. The Emu War, yes. Oh, we lost to oversized chickens. That's probably a little bit little bit racist, a little bit not doing good fair justice to the emus. Oh, and the magpies. You naturally. I've not eaten McDonald's for many years, and I'm feeling more and more happy with that. More I hear. Okay. Yeah. Look, it's not our fault they are trash chickens. Because they are trash chickens. I'm sorry, but you've been to Sydney, dear. You have seen the ibis poking their beaks into bins. Like, they are the bin chicken. They have a majestic legacy, but they are the bin chicken. And we did not lose the war against them too, so... Yeah, Napo, partner. We in Australia, we had a military operation against the emu, which is, if you know what an ostrich is, it's basically the Australian version of that. If humans nice to animals, yeah, we've really fucked the pooch of a lot of these animals. We've gotten extinct over the years.
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste and death.
Okay, I guess you were heading off the afterlife. But yeah, we had waged a military occupation, military war against emus. Like, they had, granted, World War I era machine guns, cars, everything. It was still a horrible failure. Okay, so... Fun facts, not a fun way to put this because, you know, fun facts are meant to be fun. Kangaroos can disembowel you with their claws if you get into a fight, because they're the claws on their feet. Because that's why, you know, they kick. Yeah, chicken jerky. Magic pool spell. Huh. Madman. Transfers environment safe. The power of ancient post once better special power control and naturally see the speculative building. Hey, look, I could never eat a cat. I'm just too much of a cat person, which is all the more tragic that I am allergic to them, because that's just cruel. Okay. No wonder no one works for this family. Like, everyone who works in them dies. I have a sword, and I am losing to a unarmed maid. Oof. Yeah, I... Can I coup de grace? I visited India for a month. About half basically, and... Yeah. Muslims not eating pork. Jewish people not eating pork either. Pardon? Yeah, that came from yeah. I just blew Zip's mind. I think the theory was behind pork was yeah, partner beat me to it. So and the logic was like, oh, if you tell a man not to eat pork, he'll if he's hungry enough, he'll eat it, you know, and he'll get sick and die. But if you tell him if you eat it, God will be pissed at you, they're like, oh, I don't want to get pissed at God. It's always interesting, like with religious laws, because some of them seem pretty. Alright, use invisibility screen. So let's try red. Did he just climb into the chimney? Oh, that basement. Yeah, or Christianity, like all the devil motif stuff. That was pretty much all taken from pagan religions. Like the devil having goat hooves was from Pan, from Greek. Trident, I think, was maybe Poseidon or stuff. They just basically either things like the equinoxes they turned into the Christian things just to make converting easier, and other things they just put into devil figures to. Yeah, it's always interesting digging into that. Taking Barry's Brusher's death. Might be around. Extra 5 handy. Thanks. I can't keep you safe. Oh yeah, I vibe with the ancient biblical angels thing. Like, oh my god, all those eyes. You hear the description of the ancient angels is like, be not afraid. Like, bro, you are just eye. Eyes on top of eyes. I have no idea where the traditional... I say traditional, it's not really traditional. At the current, not as scary angel thing came from. The very mundane. Change fire on gun. So I can try it single, double barreled. With that hideous creature running around on the tank, so it's probably not a good idea to save now. Okay, well. Don't mind me, servants, I'm just running around with an elephant gun. It's cool looking at this game and looking at the Lovecraft influence, the Poe influences, and their own, and just never on the piano. Alright, let's see. So I have the bottom half of the basement key. Can I recover? Narrow cathode Santac. I wonder, could I use Narcath and Amalgamor to... No. It's in the basement.
For the love of God! What is that?
I've never heard that one, and I worry that if I dig in further, I'm actually gonna hear it. It's gonna get stuck in my head. Oh God! In retrospect, what did I expect? Okay, I will die. Dang. Look, yes, I've lost a little bit, Surge's latest stream. That's fine. Fuck, no. No, that's fine. And I'm really enjoying the chat. Haven't laughed that way for a while. Sorry, hydrate check. Yeah. Okay, I'm hydrated. Yeah. I was getting that way here in Australia too, so it's all just a scheme by the government to get the to get your personal information. I wonder how long until they try blocking Twitch. I mean, Australia's already put a social media ban, which has hit YouTube as well. Real pain in the ass. Oh yeah, I'm actually surprised that they arrested Andrew. It feels like everyone knew what he was doing, but They're not going to move against the royals, and then and all of a sudden, sorry.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Set the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
I am confused if I missed the significance of 333. Okay, that makes sense. If 66 is the number of the beast, 333 would be perhaps the opposite.
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my wasted death.
Alright, let me get this. So I don't know if getting the book is meant to give the new person memories of the past holders, because it's all told out of order. Let's hit the ban someone, so let me just check. Cool. Alright, that's so good. Yeah, because when you grab it, you have all the magic spells. So, but it's also weird because you get the spells that people learn aren't necessarily in an order. The key's in one of these. Oh damn, I forgot to actually get the saber. to not use the elephant gun unless I don't care about killing anything force out behind the creature. Got the saber. Alright, we're getting this guy again. I'm coming, servant. This won't be like Mex, who let pretty much all this staff die. I am a good boss. You might say I am the bestest boss. Okay, let me just...
One pillow for my beloved.
Thank you. Ooh. Okay, so he's run into the basement. It's the elephant gun key there. Alright, let's run. I need to find the other half of that key. Yeah. Harsh but fair. Manners if it works. Never really clean. Okay. Let's reveal invisibility. Alright, so I have half a key. I need to find the other half. Okay, so learning a bit more. This thing actually comes out to play. Yeah, we feel like we don't get a good OS anymore. Going down there. Yeah, my work's trying to upgrade to Windows 11 from 10, but it's just not, we're not having a good time of it. Can't leave the mystery alone. So what is it? There's gotta be... Like Linux is, I did it in university, and it's a fine operating system if you're using it for a specific purpose. God, I would never voluntarily use it. Son of a bitch. God. I hate this thing. Cool, let me just kill this maid first. Alright, liquid courage. Just... Okay, so... Sure, drops the stuff off. Okay. Haha. I got you, bitch. Let me just run around to get my thing up. I need it. Give me, come on, before he comes back. Good. Chant item. Cool. Alright, no one else should be down here, so... He's in the back. He is healing up. Alright. Come on, I need to... Shotgun cells. I don't have a shotgun. Alright, how much? Okay. Oh yeah, I did. What does magic pool do? Summon horror. Constant regens. That's what I want. It goes back there. Oh damn, I missed. Where is it? I got it the first way through. Red pool, unlimited stamina. There we go. Oh, she was assaulted by this monster. Like, oh no, and then just... Alright, I'm going to swap to the double barrel. Spell magic. Okay. There. Claiming his allegiance. Alright, away we go. I have to destroy that thing that keeps healing from. Okay. Mix with the elephant gun. Okay, what can I do? Magic attack. So he dies, but he just goes back and recovers. Like, I feel like I am... Oh, I can target this thing? Yeah, I need some liquid courage. Okay, I can, let's fix this up. Yeah, but I never really get to use my guns. And one last reveal invisibility. Finally. Yeah, you're right. So it really was I was really overthinking that. It never occurred to me that, oh, I could just shoot the damn thing, that it's empowering it. In hindsight, really obvious. Alright. Yeah, definitely. I've learned my lesson from losing all the progress. And also, my Tales of Symphonia playthrough, I keep losing a lot. I don't lie, the city was miraculous. The Guardians, 9 Great Towers dwarfs that. So do you think having Rylith under your house would improve or decrease the property value? Okay, that's... Yeah, you basically have like the world's biggest like you could just be like, oh hey, we could fit the entire university students. It absolutely would make bank. It would be a I'm kicking myself for not thinking of that idea first. Hang on. Need to use the last of my liquid courage. I also wonder, like, does tax law apply to ancient cities underneath, or is that like another jurisdiction? Okay, quick cover. let's shoot this guy in the face. Spell magic. Alright, down we go. Getting a few deaths this time, but that's a fine. That's fine. Property tax, yeah. In Australia, we've got land rates. I have to pay them quarterly. It's brutal. On top of mortgage repayments, but eesh. Yeah, just having a one-off tax when you buy would be so much better. We have that too. Like, we have stamp duty, although for first home buyers and the like, they do try and what's the word? Mentioned Guardians, they sold the original inhabitants fed upon them. Very Lovecraftian. You arrive, but all of the things are dead. Never mind, revolver. Alright, that's... Yeah, the older I get, the more I realize capitalism is really just the people up the top trying to buy everything. Like the CEO of Nestle, his thing is his argument is, oh hey, corporations should own all of the world's drinking water so that people have to pay them to drink, to live. It's like, Jesus Christ, the level of greed on that man. I was also thinking, like, you know, we really did once upon a time grow up in the perhaps the golden age of media. We had, right when streaming came in, you know, we could stream stuff. You could still buy them on Blu-ray and own them, or whatever your thing of choice was. Now, oh hey, no, they don't. Streaming platforms no longer release physical media anymore, so you can only watch it on their platforms. And if they take it off, well, too bad. Also, they aren't paying the original creators as much either, so they're screwed. And I'm just gonna depress myself. Or you get situations like this, Eternal Darkness, where you know, classic cult favorite game, never gonna get republished. That's such a shame. I still remember ripping the CD. You can pry that ability from my cold dead hands, is what I would say if anything I owned natively came with a DVD drive, which it does not. Fortunately, I thought ahead and got an external drive. Let's see. No, that's okay. Alright, I can enchant weapons. I keep forgetting about this very useful function. Spell magic. I do love that the elephant gun knocks you on your ass. That's just hilarious every time. Spawn already. I suppose no. So I just keep running up to things for no reason, getting right in their face. All right, here we are. Piously can. Okay. Oh, it's a Stargate! Circle of power. Just been focusing on removing your school once the spell guide magnet's ray. Remove the magic from this area. So I believe they say magic pool. What? So once the magic is worn, you'll be breath of special power. Okay, well Can I save? I would like to save. Okay, this looks different. I don't think I've been here before. I probably have, you know, at this point. Alright, sigils up there. What the? Back here again. I'll give myself a minor top up of sanity. Yeah. And I'll top up my shield. I'm gonna have to do this for everyone. Sneaking, sneaking. Don't need to be trapped today. Alright, what rune of magic should I use? What have I got? Okay, so it's Zelotath is the beast we've done, so maybe red. That's what we need. Now worries. Thank you for your expertise. It's really helped out. Chant item. Dispel. Come on, spawn already. Okay, what's up here? Jeez, calm down, dude. Okay. Just carefully sneaking. Not that any of these things can hit me. No matter how many feet or meters away they are. go. Alright, so I think I get where we're going so far. Is this, it's bouncing around. Alright, so we gotta do every Stargate coordinate. Not a bad idea, though. Also, I found out there was an invisibility spell this entire time. Seal up the sanity. Damn, how much of this is here? Slowly grinding my way. I don't even have to kill all these things, I just have to avoid them. So, is that a tomb? Sorry, I'm focused in the zone. It's also 10 p.m. at night. So really, I am just doing these one after another. Now this, on the one hand, not that I can rig them more. I think I might be winding up here. Also, new spell. I'm just gonna check because there is an invisibility spell I missed, so. Let's look. Okay, so apparently I have missed the opportunity for this. Okay. Back here. Just keep going, just keep going. Oh, almost. Alright, catch your breath, bro. Almost done. God, this is a trap room. Hey guys, guess what? I don't actually have to stay in this room. Two more to go. It's funny that if Pyros hadn't tried killing us, sending that monster after us, I don't think Paul would ever have located this place. Really an own goal by him. Ow. Okay, all right, Paul. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. We're almost there. All right, last rune. We've got 2 power. Well, we've got everything power. We've got the red sigil to counteract green. We have a area spell sigil. So now we just need to dispel. Oh dear. So this should be a dispel area of effect in the color red. Got the turret energies. Where am I going? Oh god, no. I don't need to fight you. Now, if I collapse a city underneath my mansion, what is that gonna do? Magic pool. Alright, let's give me infinite stamina. Gotta run. Yeah, I mean, we're just destroying an entire city underneath. Yeah, what could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Ooh. Damn. 48 years later. Okay, so we're going on. We're getting people who are actually surviving. Okay, so that explains how that happened.
Do you bring news of disaster, Augustus?
And if not, we wonder why not, since disaster has struck.
Yes. Your colony of guardians in the ruins of Engar has been eradicated. A great magic wrought massive destruction there. Not a single guardian escaped.
Your concern is touching, but out of place.
There are other guardian colonies. The loss of one is meaningless.
That is the only disaster you report.
Yes, my magnificence. There are no others.
And what of your treachery to us?
Treachery?
All in good time. It matters not that you bear us ill will, Augustus. It will come to no end. You lack the power to destroy me.
Or even elevate yourself to our level. The future has unfolded before me through a vision.
One of my many visions.
A vision of my conquering the absent horror. Uliauth, master of the plains. The magic of the plains is no match for the power of the mind. And thus, it will be destroyed.
Then the gate shall be opened, and you shall once again grace the earth with your presence.
Okay. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. Note from Edward. Dear Alex, I've left you a small surprise to keep you going away. Why? My favorite tipple. There are several barrels of it in the basement. Hope your something's fine. You won't be needing it. That was a good run. It was a short stream. I started late, so. But hey, it means that I will get so should finish this up come next session's the wrong way of saying it. What is the right way of saying it? Next stream, which gonna... When is the next stream gonna be? I've just drawn a blank. It is late. That's late. No worries. Glad that you stopped by and you listened to my rant about imperial and metric and Fahrenheit and this and that. Yay. Okay. I will see everyone. Thank you again to everyone who came, and I will see everyone in the next video, next stream, next whatever. I'm sleeping. I'm falling asleep. Good night, everybody.